KISS video lesson. Cell phones for the blind. Keep it short and simple. Introduction to Assistive Technology for Visually Impaired Persons.
Hey, everyone. My name is Ivan Tokic, and I am the president of the County Association of the Blind Split. Today, we're recording a video as part of the Erasmus Plus KISS project, focusing on two mobile phones specifically designed for blind persons. We'll be showcasing two phones, one called Blind Shell, which is more suited for the older population, and the other called Smart Vision 3, which is perhaps better for the younger crowd. As you can see, both phones are right here in front of me, and you can compare their sizes. This one here is Smart Vision, and this one is Blind Shell. As you can see, Blind Shell is a bit smaller. As you might notice, both phones have a physical keyboard, something that disappeared from most mobile phones about 10 to 15 years ago. However, the physical keyboard is still used in special phones for the blind. This is because, for many blind people, especially those who have never used a touch screen, the keyboard is still essential. First, let's look at the Blind Shell phone, which is more geared towards the older population. As you might see, it's about the size of an old Nokia and has a similar thickness. Its weight is solid, and the keys are spaced apart to make them easier to distinguish by touch.
Ima tipke razmaknute da ih slijepi lakše mogu razlikovati.
Like any phone with keys, the number 5 key has a bump for better orientation.
Na tipki 5 imate jednu pržicu za bolju orijentaciju.
The phone doesn't run on Android, but it has something similar to Android. It can only use certain Android applications, which are adapted for this phone. You can use email, WhatsApp, Be My Eyes, and Vision AI, and similar apps, but these aren't downloaded from the Google Store. Instead, the phone manufacturer includes them in its updates. Let's hear how it sounds.
Aplikacije ne skidaju iz Googleove trgovine, već sam proizvođač mobitela ih stavlja u nekakve svoje nadogradnje. Sada ćemo čuti kako to zvuči.
Calls 1 of 7.
The phone has a built-in screen reader and speech. The menu is very simple to make it easy for older people to use. The first category is calls, and there are a total of 7 categories.
Kao što ste čuli, prva kategorija je pozivi i ima 7 kategorija.
Messages 2, contacts 3, apps 4, settings 5 of 7, manual 6 of 7, turn off phone 7 of 7. Manual. Settings. Apps 4 of 7.
Now, let's see what applications it has integrated.
Internet browser 1, tools 2 of 8, communication 3 of 8, media 4 of 8, books 5 of 8, games 6 of 8, assistive tools 7 of 8.
Here, for example, we can check what tools are there under the assistive tools category. There is Be My Eyes, an app that every blind person nowadays knows about.
Envision AI 2 of 8.
Also, there is Envision AI, an app that all blind people know and use.
Lookout 3 of 8.
There's also Google Lookout.
Location 4 of 8.
The location feature is really about letting an older person, if they get lost or something, click this option and notify someone of their location.
I može nekome dojaviti svoju lokaciju gdje se nalazi.
So, as you've seen, it's a very simple phone with a very simple and intuitive interface, making it easier for older blind people to use the phone. It doesn't have a touch screen.
Koristiti telefon, on nema ekran na touch.
And the one thing that could be very useful to know is the fact that the keys from 1 to 9, including 0, can be programmed for speed dialing, so older people can quickly call their family and loved ones.
Starije osobe mogu sebi svoju obitelj ili bližnje staviti na brzo biranje kako bi mogli što jednostavnije uspostaviti poziv.
Now, I have the Capsys Smart Vision 3 phone in my hand, which is also designed for blind people. Unlike the Blind Shell, this phone runs on a real Android interface, specifically Android 11.
Ovaj mobitel radi na pravom Android sučenju, u njemu je Android 11.
The interface is the same as any other smartphone. However, as you might see, it also has a keyboard with large keys for easier touch distinction. The number 5 key has a bump for orientation.
Kako bi ih se lakše pod prstom razlikovalo. Na tipci 5 imate kvržicu kao i na svakome zbog lakše orijentacije.
The unique feature of this mobile phone, compared to the one we've seen, is that this mobile phone also has a touch screen. So, this means you can combine touch and keyboard use, or just use the keyboard, depending on your preference.
O vašim preferencama.
Both younger and older blind people can use this phone. However, for those who have never used a smartphone, it might be a bit complicated at first because it's not as simple as the blind shell interface.
Komplicirano jer nije jednostavan kao što je jednostavno sučelje na blind shellu.
Now, let's unlock it.
Device is unlocked. 11:59. Home screen. Apps. Battery level 98.
As you can hear, it also has a built-in screen reader with speech. The voice on both phones is the same. It's Lana. Now, I'll show you how to operate it with the keyboard and as a classic smartphone.
Messages. Applications. Phone. WhatsApp. Contacts.
You move up and down using the up and down keys.
Za gore i dolje se pomičete gore i dolje.
Speech rate. Speech rate 31%. Speech rate.
The left and right keys are used to speed up the screen reader.
Ubrzavanje čitača ekrana.
You can install any application from the Google Store and use it either through the keyboard or gestures used by TalkBack on smartphones. Let's see.
Putem tipkovnice ili putem gesta koje koriste inače TalkBack na pametnim telefonima. Evo primjerice.
Phone. Applications.
You can use any gestures.
Bilo koje geste.
Words. Headings.
Evo.
Speech rate. Speech rate 31%. Speech rate.
You can use it as an ordinary smartphone. You can add speed dialing to the keys. It has all the functions of any smartphone, but with an added keyboard for easier navigation for those not used to a touch screen.
Tipkovnicu zbog nekakvog možda lakšeg snalaženja ljudima koji nisu vični ekranu na dodir.
Finally, for comparison, we'll show an ordinary smartphone. This is a Samsung Galaxy A35 with a built-in screen reader. Every Android phone has a built-in TalkBack screen reader, and you can install the desired voice and use the smartphone.
I onda instaliramo glas po želji i koristimo pametni telefon.
12:04. The device is locked. Touch to unlock or swipe with 2 fingers to unlock.
As you can see, this is my favorite option. I don't use either blind shell or smart vision. I generally use ordinary smartphones, which allow us to do everything that sighted people can do.
Kao i što mogu videće osobe.
Settings. Contacts. Phone. Page 2 of 2 not selected. Page 1 of 2 selected. Default page. Page 2 of 2.
You can use it equally and fairly like any other healthy person. I use it as my business and personal phone. You can install any application, from WhatsApp to Viber, with no special restrictions preventing any blind person from using an ordinary smartphone. It doesn't matter if it's an iPhone or a Samsung, you can choose any as your daily device.
Nebitno da li je to iPhone ili primjerice Samsung za svoj svakodnevni nekakav uređaj za korištenje.
To conclude, here are all 3 phones lined up next to each other so you can compare the differences. Each one is a different size due to the size of their screens. Everyone will choose what they think will help them the most and serve them best.
Odabrati ono zašto smatra da će mu najbolje pomoći i da će mu najbolje služiti.
Thank you for your attention and for watching the video. Follow us on YouTube and our other social media. If you have any questions about our assistive tools or the life of blind people in general, feel free to contact us in the comments or through social media. Goodbye.
KISS, Intro to AT4 VIPs. Keep it short and simple. Introduction to Assistive Technology for Visually Impaired Persons. This is an Erasmus Plus KA210 ADU project funded by the European Union. However, the views and opinions expressed are solely those of the author and do not necessarily reflect the views of the European Union or AMPU, Erasmus Plus agency in Croatia, nor are the European Union and AMPU responsible for them.